apply to job, but then find an actual human to talk to about the job. That is correct. Like find the person, ideally the person that is in charge of that job listing, of that job posting. Send them your resume again via email or LinkedIn, and introduce yourself. But like make sure that they have they can attach your resume to your name, and that they actually take a look at your resume, right? Like you can't force it, right? Like in the sense that like you're not going to be in the room when they check your resume if they decide to do it, but it increases your chances, right? Like oh, somebody reached out, and it actually. So the other thing I didn't mention it during the presentation when I was talking. This actually also helps recruiters because they're also overwhelmed. So this is the other part of the equation of this new approach that I failed to mention, which is like this also helps recruiters as well. Like this, you reaching out to them and like sending them your resume, like extending an invitation to look at your experience. If you're a good fit, right? Like if you're not wasting their time, it actually helps them, right? Like they're going to appreciate the fact that a human reached out to them, because they also have to deal with fake resumes or fake people, right? Like, or people that are not qualified, or people from that may be qualified but they don't have authorization to work in the country, and they also don't like this fact that they have a billion resumes to go through, right? Like it's also overwhelming for them. They're not happy. Like don't think of it as like, oh, like this is an employer's market because recruiters are happy. Like employers may be happy in general, which I don't think they are, because they're having issues. Like they're having issues finding talent as well. Like this isn't a usual or this is an unusual employers market, in the sense that employers are getting overwhelmed by low quality as well, because the people that are using these mass AI applied tools, they tend to not be the most qualified people, right? Like they tend to be people, or maybe they're qualified for particular fields, but these tools are so ham-fisted that they just spam their resume. And so like recruiters are getting resumes for things that are not what they're looking for, right? Like because it's not a human behind the screen, right? Like it's just a computer sending out stuff all willy-nilly. And so recruiters are not happy either, right? Like they're very frustrated. It's not like they're happy, like, oh my God, I'm swimming on so many qualified candidates. It's more like I'm swimming on so many trash resumes. And like it's like a loop. Like it all feeds itself, in the sense of like they are so overwhelmed by so many crappy resumes, by so many unfit candidates, that when they really latch onto the first two that they find that they seem like a good enough fit, like they hold on to them for your life, right? So it's kind of like you want to be one of those. Like you want to be a breath of fresh air in the recruiter's daily work of like, oh my God, like this guy, he has a good resume, he seems very smart, he seems very fit for this position, and he's reaching out to me, he's helping me do my job instead of navigating dozens of unqualified resumes. And telling you this not only because I've spoken with recruiters, but because at one of my jobs, I'm actually a project manager, and we needed to hire some people to fulfill, coincidentally, QA roles. We need to hire some QAs. I had to go through this process of like, just looking at junk, like just looking, like the recruiter would send me a bunch of resumes that he got and they were not qualified. And then you reach out to the person and they don't respond. They don't even respond. They don't even respond to your texts, to your emails. And then it's very bad. Like it's very frustrating finding people right now, finding talent. So if you present yourself like a little gift with a bow, with a bow tied around your head of like, here, I'm a qualified candidate. Look at my resume, please. It actually helps you, right? Like it helps you, and it helps recruiters, because recruiters are suffering right now. Don't think that employers are happy in the sense that like somebody in a suit, he can decide to lower wages because look at all the candidates we're getting or whatever. But in real life, like there's like I said, like the pipeline that connected, or the system that connected employers with employees is broken. And that's broken on both sides. Are there any tips on finding these people and their contact info? Yes, there's a guide that I have that you'll get access to Basically, we use tools like Hunter.io, Rocket Reach, basically the same. So the same tools that salespeople use to find leads, to get in contact with, appropriate people in organizations, or to sell them stuff. Is like we're gonna like basically the new approach. You have to think of the new approach or how to approach the job hunting, or the job market right now, or your job application, sending applications. You got to think of yourselves. You got to embody the seller role. Remember, don't just get don't just take my diagnosis, of what's happening, of like how to solve it. Don't just take the solution. Understand that what the problem is, that the buyer and seller role are reversed. Like that's the inherent problem. The other thing about AI and that sort of stuff, that's just like something on top of the inefficiency of the inherent inefficiency that makes it more obvious to everybody now, right? What matters is that the real problem is that the real inefficiency is that employers are buyers, but they act like sellers, and employees are sellers, but they act like buyers. So we can't really do anything about for now, right? Like I'm working on how to fix this on the side of the employer, but I work on the side of the employee. I work with you guys. I'm an employee myself as well. So the way to fix it as an employee is to think of yourself as a seller. And so like, what do sellers do? They do cold outreach. They send emails. They run marketing campaigns. They try to get leads, basically. They try to get leads, and they push their product. So that's what you have to embody, right? Like that's what you have to understand. It's like you're now going to act like a marketing agency, like a sales agency for yourself, not for a product for somebody else. You're not selling somebody else's product. You're selling basically yourself. You're selling your skills. And so we're going to be using a lot of the tools that are used in marketing and sales already. And so one of those tools is like Hunter.io. I don't like naming specific tools because they could go under, right? Like the company could just fail, whatever, they close it. But something like that, like one of those tools that allow you to basically get people's emails based on their company, right? Like because company emails, domains, they tend to basically follow the same pattern in the organization. And so these tools let you basically get the information, like that public information for the person, right? Like for the person involved in hiring that company. You might even have to contact at some point. You might even have to contact like the CEO. Like if the company is small enough, it makes sense to like contact the CEO, right? Like you're not gonna be contacting Elon Musk or Tim Cook or anything of the sort. But if it's like a CEO of a small company, it may sometimes make sense to like present yourself like, hey, like I'm here. But again, like we're going back a little bit to boomer times of like what matters is like the firm, like showing that you have a firm handshake of sort of like that you can look at the manager in the eye. And that the modern internet version of that is like, hey, you can like present yourself professionally to totally cold to a CEO or to a hiring manager, that sort of stuff.
Hey, Rolf here. If you found the content of this video useful, please like, share, and subscribe. It really does help the channel grow and get the word out to more people about job stacking. Thanks.